Welcome to the water cycle. Listen to Mrs. Miksad sing lemon drops and gumdrops.
If all the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops, oh, what a rain it would be. I stand outside with my mouth open wide. Ah, 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 ah. Kids, you know another name for rain is precipitation? We're going to be studying the water cycle.
There are three main sources for the water cycle. The three basic reservoirs are the ocean, which includes lakes and rivers, the atmosphere, and the land. The ocean, which is salty, contains 97% of the water source. 3% comes from lakes and rivers. Water leaves the oceans, rivers, and lakes and becomes part of the atmosphere by being transferred from liquid state to a gaseous state. This process is called evaporation. All those little raindrops go up into the clouds and become a gas, and they become clouds. Evaporated water becomes part of a thundercloud, which turns into rain. Hail, or even snow. A portion of that will weep down into the ground. The rest flows right back into the ocean, lakes, and rivers. Now listen to what Bill Guy, the science guy, says.
Now let's see what happens when I come outside where you are. See, the surface of my bubble helmet of science turns cloudy. That's because water vapor, which was floating around in the air, sticks to the cold surface in little liquid water droplets. Now this process, this effect, this thing that happens is called condensation. It's the same thing that happens to people who wear glasses when they come in after being outside on a cold day. It's where clouds come from. Where'd you guys go? Oh, funny. Oh, very funny. Anyway, condensation is sort of the opposite of evaporation. Instead of liquid water gaining energy and becoming a vapor, water vapor loses energy and becomes a liquid. Little tiny droplets that stick to cold surfaces. It's a very important thing about condensation. Water vapor needs a place to stick in order for condensation to happen.
Look at the glass next time you drink your milk. Does it seem to sweat? Well, the glass isn't really sweating, of course, but it is wet. It's just the water vapor in the nearby air being condensed.
When clouds form, water vapor turns into tiny liquid water drops. But in order for that to happen, the water has to have some place to stick. It has to have something to stick to. So take a look at this. This is our big glass jug cloud apparatus of science. And we're going to make a cloud in here. First, we'll add a little water. This will be the water that will form our cloud. Just swirling it around a little. There. Now, using this pump, we'll pressurize the big glass jug. Then when I pull this rubber stopper off, the air in the jug will expand. And that's when a cloud should form. 3, 2, 1! See, nothing happened. That's because the water vapor didn't have anything to stick to. So what we're gonna do is add some dust. Just a tiny amount of dust. And to make the dust, we'll use the smoke from these two matches. That's all the dust we need to form a cloud. Now watch. We'll pressurize it again. When I pull it off, the air in the jug expands. And when it expands, it cools off. The same thing happens to air masses when they get blown around by the wind and pushed up high into the sky. 3, 2, 1. See? It's a cloud. It's the water cycle. It's science.
So now I want you to take a little quiz and explain evaporation, precipitation, and condensation in either words, or you can draw a picture.